As I think back on all the memories with my dad, my mind is drawn to the first hobby of his I was old enough to remember. He'd call us out into the backyard when it was dark out, and he'd have this massive telescope, probably 2 times my size, set up for us all to look at the stars and planets together. We'd wait patiently while he angled it just right, but it was always worth it. That tiny red dot he pointed out in the sky really was the planet Jupiter. I remember his passion and knowledge for the subject, how he knew which stars and planets would be out on which nights, how he taught us to recognize constellations, how he always made sure we had a chance to look at the rings of Saturn. I adored my dad's passion. He and I had a lot of similarities, and I was always known as the mini Glenn. I didn't think much of it at first, even considered it a heavy weight at times, but there are so many little traits of his I'm proud to say I share with him, and I know I'm always going to carry with me. It's small things. It's how I'm always going to save every instruction manual line package, as I'll always hear him telling me to read the freaking manual. It's how I'll always find an excuse to pick up an extra sweet treat, much to the dismay of my mother. It's my love for all his favorite media, everything from sci-fi to rock guitar. It's my fondness of nature, my willingness to leave food out for wild animals so I might catch a glimpse of them going by the window. It's my aptitude for repairing little trinkets and always leaving them better than I found them. It's the fun I have doing silly little voices just to make someone laugh. It's the way I'll always spend a little bit extra to make sure I'm getting the best of the best. It's the way I'll sing my words sometimes, just as he'd make up catchy little jingles we'd all sing together. It's my love of sunsets and the sea. And it's not just these little things. I share his creativity, his ability to learn, his passion for his various projects, and his love of adventure. And I know he'd want me to carry this all on, not just for his own legacy, but because it's what makes me who I am. He loved who I grew into, but I don't know if he knew just how much he and I shared in common. I just hope he knows that no matter what, I'm always going to wear the mantle of Mini Glenn proudly. I'm going to look back and see the father who taught me how to create, how to make people laugh, how to immerse myself in a topic I love, and how to care for others. And I'll look back on those nights in the backyard with his telescope of how excitedly he'd teach us about each constellation, and I'll think, it's really no wonder why I've grown so fond of the stars.
Thank you for that, Sandra. I know it's always difficult to open your heart, and we appreciate you sharing those with us.